Well, I've lived in London for about 10 years, and I'm originally from Broadstairs, and I was born in Margate back in 1975. And I think as soon as I came here to London, I was so inspired by the city, because there's always something to do here. And one of the reasons why I moved here is because I'm gay, and at the time I was in a relationship, and the relationship wasn't really working out, and then I ended up suffering from anxiety, but then it led to what you see around you here today, which is my creation of art. And I also have Asperger's, but one of the pluses of that, I think probably the artwork has come from that. Not that I didn't realise that until recent years. The only thing you could possibly relate it to, I would say, was possibly the Japanese manga art, the cartoon art. But I'd say that my style was slightly more contemporary, and it's uniquely different. I don't think you will see my style exactly. You won't see anything that's anything like my style anywhere else in the whole world. Well, my kaleidoscope obviously is about the world that surrounds us. And if I was to describe my work, I would say that it's the imagination of cinema, it's the theatre of politics, and it's the beauty of young men. And if you combine all those things, that's what you're going to see from my work, because you've got famous actors, you've got famous politicians, and you have cheeky young men, and that's what you'll see in vast amounts of colour. 8-9 months after I moved to London, suddenly that's when I started painting. And the first painting I ever did was my favourite tree from Hampstead Heath. And it was actually the first painting I ever sold at the first exhibition I ever did, which was a long 5 years ago now. And I just love, painting, and I like the fact that you can create something from nothing. So I don't think anything exists in the whole world or the universe unless something's there in the first place to make it happen and to create it. And so there's nothing better than having a blank canvas and then you're suddenly creating something. The picture that I think for me really stands out is the African leaders. It's very strong, it's very bold, and it was inspired by recent events in Zimbabwe, when Robert Mugabe was holding on to power. I just hope that when they've been, they'll come away with this feeling of having seen something very, very uniquely different, and that it will bring some joy into their life, and the colour of the paintings and the subjects that they'll see, I hope that will excite them, and they'll come away feeling inspired by what they've seen.